Well. Let's see. Let's get this out of here. That would be great. Let's see if we can get that out of there. Some of this junk out of the way. Alrighty, guys. Welcome, one and all. Thanks for joining me. So I got a very special unboxing today. As you can see, this is Panzer. The game is small unit actions and combined arm operations on the East Front, 1943 to 1944. Game designed by James M. Day, and it's made by GMT Games. And you can see this one is actually still in the shrink wrap here, so we're going to open it up. But there's a little bit of a story to this, actually. One of my longtime subscribers, Stuart Britton, actually contacted me a while back, probably 6 months ago. And he was kind of condensing his board game closets and trying to condense some stuff and, get rid of some stuff that he wasn't using, and thought maybe I would really like this. It was a tactical small arms. World War II is my favorite. And so he ended up actually shipping these out to me. And not only did he ship me the core Panzer, he also shipped me Volume 3 as well, or expansion number 3 as well. Both of them still in the shrink wrap, and they've been sitting on my shelf. And to be honest, they've been like haunting me. Every day I would look at my shelf and I would see these, and I would say, no, I don't want to open these up. They look so good. I just, what if I open the box? It's like opening the rabbit hole. What are you going to find inside? And it's just been like tempting me every day. So, actually, Stuart Britton, like I said, is a subscriber to my channel. Got in touch with me. Email me, idgesturelive@gmail.com. idgesturelive@gmail.com, and said that, hey, he's got some stuff. I thought I might be interested in it. And, it's just, like I said, it's been sitting on my shelf just waiting for me to do something to get the inspiration to crack the seal. It's like such a pristine, everything is perfect. Why would I want to crack the seal on something like this? Anyways, we're going to be doing it. I emailed him today and talked with him a little bit and said that I think I've finally broken down. The tempt is too much. I have to find out what is inside the box. So that's what we're going to do in this episode. But I do want to give Stuart a minute here. So first of all, thanks a lot for sending me both of these. And we're going to do another unboxing for this one another day. But I do want to tell him very much. I thank him and appreciate him with kind generosity and actually sending these to me in such great, condition and for free and everything. So I do very much appreciate it. But after talking back and forth and messaging him and everything, Stuart is actually quite a guy, actually. If you go on to Amazon and you type in his name, Stuart Britton, and you do a search, he is actually, I don't know if you call it he translates books. So I don't know if he's called, like a semi-author or whatever, but he translates all these books from other languages into English. And so I was asking him which books he would recommend, which ones, knowing my style and everything, which ones that he would recommend. So one of the ones he really recommended was the Confronting Case Blue, the attempt of the German drive on the Caucasus. He said that was really a good book. And another one that I might really like is The Battle for Kursk. And there's another one, The Forgotten Battle of the Kursk Salient, I think is the one actually. I think he said I might really like this one. And also another one, trying to remember which one it is. But I actually, interesting enough, I actually own this on the Kindle edition. I bought this a while back and did not even realize that Stuart Britton was the translator for this. And so, super cool there that one of my subscribers actually is involved in translating these very important books from the history of World War II, and knowing so much about it and just translating it and giving me his recommendations has just really been a big help. So thanks for him. You know, it's such a small world, you just never know, you know, when you're looking at on Amazon and coming up, and you know, I thought, oh, this would be kind of cool reading about the tank battle at Prohovnica, and you know, getting kind of more information about it. And so I ended up buying this one. And little did I know that one of my subscribers on my channel was the actual guy that translated the book into English. And such a small world. So, so here we go. I hate to even. So, anyways, go to Amazon, type up Stuart Britton, and you know, find out some of the books that he helped translate, and help support him and the authors that he worked with. I think that would be a great way to show our support, since he did something as wonderful as sending me these games. So, so a big shout out and thanks to Stuart for all of his hard work and for his donation to my cause. All right, so here we go. I don't even know if I want to open it, but again, I guess sooner or later I'm going to have to. What are we going to find inside? That'll be the question. What will be inside of the box? Oh, and look at that. You know, it's not mint in box anymore. It's not mint in shrimp rank anymore. I've destroyed it. It's no longer mint in shrink wrap. You're killing me. Stuart, you're killing me, man. Do it, says Mad Dog. No, I don't want to. Oh my God. Again, I have another one. This is expansion number 3 that Stuart sent me as well. So, such a new smelling game. I love it. So let's look at the back box. All right, Panzer. So this, I believe, is a re-release of a game called Panzer from in the 80s or 90s, and it's been updated with new rules and charts and everything. And complexity is 6 out of 10. Solitaire is 6 out of 10. It's, of course, made by GMT Games and designed by James Day. Panzer is everything you need to recreate World War II tactical ground combat at its finest. 10 historical and introductory scenarios showcase the game's various systems and cover the range of action in the East Front between German and Soviet forces. So you can see, well, we'll see what happens when we get inside. Hey, D. Smith, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. So again, thanks to Stuart for sending this out. So of course we get our GMT little baggies. Look at this, it's still new in the package. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys are making me do this. Can't believe you guys are making me do this. So, one of the reasons I decided to break down and buy this is because Stuart sent me the core rules, and there are 4 other expansions out there. Expansion number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. He also sent me expansion number 3, but I just ordered expansion number 4 this weekend. So I'm like, if I'm ordering all these expansions, then I should probably open them up sometime in the near future. I hate to do it, but I'm doing it. Alright, so we got some 10-sided dice. Red, black, and white. So here is, wow. So these are on really thick cardboard, as you can probably see there. And it's going to have all the unit data for each of the different vehicles or weapons. In this case, it's the Soviet T-34-76. And they're on like thick cardboard here. This isn't like a paper. This is you got a handful of these suckers. These are big, thick, heavy ones. T-34s, and they are two-sided with different vehicles on both sides. S3A, IS2M, M44. And of course, all this little information and details. And you have, this is a really in-depth, detailed game where you're going to have firepower for each of your units and different ranges and classifications, and then you're going to get an armor value based on whether you hit in the rear or the front side or the rear side, or you're hitting the turret. Oh my gosh, it's not an easy system by any stretch of the imagination. There is a lot of chart looks up, lots of numbers, lots of details in this one. So you got the Panzer 3M there, and the Panzer 4G. Oh my gosh, all kinds of weapons, and you got a 57mm AT gun. Here's an artillery battery. Here's your squad sheets for squads, half squads. You also have mortars, heavy machine guns, anti-tank weapons. Here's a 8.8 centimeter flak 36. Here's a what's this one? A Pack 40. So all kinds of different, here's the German squads, half squad counters, mortars, heavy machine gun, anti-tank weapons. Here is a Panzer 4H, Tiger 1. Here's a Panther. I mean, there's just tons and tons of cards here. You can see you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 cards, which are two-sided. So you're basically going to get 32 different weapons there. Oh my gosh, it's not new in box anymore. Look, it's not new in box anymore. It's good to see Bleacher Bums Gaming and Mad Dog in the chat. D Smith, how you guys doing? Hopefully all is well. You got your playbook now. Here's your playbook, right? It's not too bad, to be honest. It looks pretty thick, but there's a lot of unit sheets, and this goes through. I mean, this is a, how they say like advanced squad leader is like a lifestyle, right? Because you have so much detail and so much information, and you basically have to spend a lot of time reading and researching and playing the game and practicing with it to really becomes part of your life. This is kind of a step down from that, but there is still a lot. Each weapon, it tells you when they're available, what months they're available. There's details on that, and everything's in big print color. So you can, get out the units pretty quickly and easily there. So that's super good. So most of this is just, scenarios. And that's the playbook. Typical GMT style stuff. Good quality. Color, so good quality there. Then we've got our charts. And there are charts. And let me tell you, there are charts. If you don't like charts, you probably won't like this game. But there is charts. So you take your GP factors, right? And then your defensive factors. And you cross-reference certain things. And then you add modifiers to all that. This is not just a roll 2 dice. If you roll a 7 or higher, it's a hit type game. But if you like detail, if you like, knowing that your AP round hit the front right side of the turret, and how much front right side armor does that turret have compared to the AP value that the unit's shooting, and what's the difference between those numbers, and then rolling to see what kind of damage is done to it. So lots of good charts, double-sided, color, thick paper, good quality stuff. Here's some play aids here. Sequence of play. And your combat effective summary charts, which is nice. Your sequence of play. So basic sequence of phase, your spotting phase. Then you have your command phase. Your initiative phase, then you have your first air phase, which is your first air phase. Then you have your combat phase, your movement phase, your second air phase, and then your adjustment phase. And then advance around corner and do it over again. So combat effective summary charts, all good stuff. Panzer turn track, transport and summary track, hidden unit track. Information on the cards, unit identification, and you can see each section has its own information. What kind of ammunition the unit carried. Here's another card. So you have your unit identification, your general information, your point information, your symbol information, your weapon data chart, your towed image. Then you have your AP gunnery section. It tells you about your shell type, AP rounds, APCR rounds, rigid, AVAP, APDS, heat rounds, explosive anti-tank, etc., etc. Range, penetration, point blank, short, medium, long, extreme range. Then you have your gunnery section, direct fire, indirect fire, AA, anti-aircraft fire. Range and your GP factors. Good stuff. It's just going to take a little while to put all this into something you can understand. But now let's get to the meat of this. Right? So you're going to get 3 counter sheets. Yep, looks like 3 counter sheets. So let's take a look at some of these counters here. Hello. Good quality counters as usual from GMT. Thick. They will have to be clipped though, because they are in nice thick cardboard counters. And then there is lots of miscellaneous counters: move, fire, overwatch, NC, some infantry counters, some artillery counters, two-sided of course, and some more counters. Brew up, damaged, bailed out, smoke counters, rubble counters, mines and roadblocks, and turret facing counters, and all kinds of counters on counters to be countered. Then you have your option. Oh, well, we'll get to the optional rule book here in a minute. Here's your basic and advanced rules. So you got about 68 pages, but some of those are going to be indexing and stuff like that. So about 60 pages of actual rules. And you can see these are pretty dense. You know, a typical GMT style where they have like examples. You know, where they talk about what does this mean. So each of the different phases, all kinds of good stuff. Then of course you have your optional rules. You got about 16 pages of optional rules. And then we have a few maps. Or in this case, one map. One map that is kind of, yeah, it's like two maps stuck together, but able to be folded out. So you can see pretty kind of, you know, 70s, 80s kind of terrain kind of look to it. I don't know if they were going for that old time look. It's obviously not like a, you know, you can tell that everything's high definition and everything. It just doesn't have that look like, you know. If you compare this to something like this, you can see this has been like updated to the, you know, newer, we'll say 2010 type, you know, where you got lots of detail in the map and lots of extra stuff, you know, just the blades of the grass and all that stuff that's different. You know, you can see the rows of the crops and stuff like that. You know, the buildings, you can see smoke coming out of the chimney and, you know, stuff like that. You take this and it's more, you know, it's a little bit more zoomed out because I think each hex in this is a little bit different than the other game, but still, just kind of, you know, okay. Nothing to write home about, nothing special about the map. For me, anyways. That's it. I mean, it's functional and does what it's supposed to do. And, you know, by having it not cluttered, it'd probably be easier to see where the counters are and the units and everything. So, I mean, there's advantages to having just a very basic map. So, like I said, there are 4 expansions for Panzer. The first 2 are out of print. The third and the fourth one are very hard to get. Very hard to get. I actually picked up the 4th expansion this week, and then of course we have a 3rd expansion that Stuart sent us. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll just break it out right now while we got everyone online. So let's just do that, shall we? Let's just do it. Be done with it. So this is operations. The game was small unit actions and combined arm operations for the drive on the Rhine. So this is going to be your West Front action here. Not new in. Look at that. Oh, I hate taking the cellophane off them because they're not new in box anymore. Shrink wrap. New in shrink wrap. But man, this one is heavy. I'll tell you that right now. I can tell you right now, this one's heavy. It's heavier than the base game. Alright, the base game was pretty heavy, but it wasn't super heavy. Yeah, this is like twice as heavy. I bet you we're going to get twice as much stuff in this than we do in the core box. You'll see. We'll see. So, again, on the back, complexity 6, solitaire 6. Again, James M. Day, and it is by GMT Games. So it gives you a little bit of information about what's included in the box here. But let's open it up and just see. New in box. Not anymore. Tracy, look at Tracy. Checked this out. Made sure everything was in there. Well, we got no one to blame but Tracy now. This is expansion number 3, Driving the Rhine, the second front. This is going to be your. Orders and operations booklet, like your hierarchies and your different divisions and your battalions and all that stuff's kind of over my head. I know that. All right, so have to take that off. So we got some more maps. This one is. Yeah, this is what I thought they were. That other one was two maps basically put together in one. But having the single maps like this are so much better because now you can, you can put it either way onto that other map. Cardboard stock, and oh look, two-sided. That's cool. All right. Here is the town of Singling, Singling. Singling? All right, so one map, one map, two maps, but one board. Let's try that. Here's another two-sided map. This one's got lots of hedgerow, a little bit of a town over here. This one's got a couple ponds on it, a couple hills. Another town here of Robel Home? I don't know. And another map. And again, it's two-sided. Nice. So that's 3 maps. 4 maps. This would be lots of bocage and lots of hills and lots of bocage and hills on this one. This is M-O-R-I-G-N-Y. Morgany? Yeah, I'm terrible with names. I know it. All right, so 4 double-sided maps, so that'll definitely help. Oh my gosh, look at all the unit cards. Look at all of them. That's what's... Oh, wait, we got more down in here. That was 4 maps. Let's see what's over here. These are paper ones. These are paper, and these are like the cardstock. Here, the cardstock ones. These are like the paper. So they give you paper ones as well? Let's see, yeah, 13, so it's the same map. So they give you paper and they give you cardstock ones. Anywho, look at these. Holy cow, that's probably why it weighs so much. Of course, you got our GMT little bags there, and let's pull the rest of this stuff out. Here's the playbook. Scenarios and information, and holy cow. Cool, lots of good images there. Glider landings, bocage country, artillery, paratroopers, all the stuff you didn't find on the east front. That's cool. Let's set this over here. Now let's look at these unit cards. Holy cow, there's a lot here. So we got 16 in the original box? Damn it. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. So there's 16. Yep. So there were 16 in the original. Now this one's got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in this pile. There's American vehicles, double-sided just like before. Here's the squads, half squads. M5, A4 Stuarts, M3, Greyhounds. All kinds of different vehicles and anti-tank weapons. And 16 and 16. Some more. One more American. Here's some more Germans. Flak Panzer. PSW 234. Here's a Puma. Oh my gosh, all kinds of good stuff here. The Wind. Never heard of that one. PSW 250, PSW 257, 251, Panzer 4J alternate. So tons of good stuff there. Rodder, Jod Tank Tiger, Jod Panther, and some more. So you get like 4 times as many units as you got in the base game because there's 4 times as many cards. And quite a few counter sheets as well. Let's see what we have here. Which is interesting because the base game costs as much as the expansions, but you don't get nearly as much. I guess you get the rules, but you have 5 counter sheets here. Lots of good ones. Here's some Americans, or here's British actually. British. Cromwell, there's Cromwell's. Cool. And of course Americans, M4A1s. And of course the Germans, some more Americans, some more British AT guns, some more tanks down here at the bottom, some miscellaneous counters, American infantry, the British infantry, a few more German infantry down here, lots of turrets, lots of markers, so 5 counter sheets, and what would we say, 16 times 4 of these 4 stacks, so a lot. Let's just say a lot of unit counter sheets, and that's what was making this so heavy, that box. But it's good. It gives you lots of things to play with, right? And of course your playbook. This is definitely focuses in more on the units as opposed to like infantry. There are infantry, there are infantry and anti-tank and machine guns, but they're not real prevalent in most of the scenarios. Now, I guess it depends on the scenario, but I think it's more focused on tank versus tank combat, or tank versus, you know, anti-tank. And I don't think it's as you know, compared to some of the other tactical games that I play, where you have a bunch of squads and then just usually like one or two anti-tank weapons, or maybe a couple vehicles thrown in. This is like, you know, you get 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, 2 of those, and then a few infantry units. So you get 4, 8, 12, 14 tanks, and 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12 units, and they get 12 vehicles, or 13 vehicles. Here you got 2, 4, 5, 9, 10 vehicles. No, let's count that again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 20. You got 20 vehicles, then you have 3 infantry and a machine gun team, I think. So definitely focuses more on like the bigger units as opposed to infantry, and then throw in a couple, you know, vehicles. So if you like the vehicles, you'll love this, that's for sure. So that is Drive on the Rhine, 2nd edition, or third expansion. Like I said, I do have expansion number 4 coming. This should be here actually on Thursday, so maybe we'll do a unboxing on that. But again, I want to give a big thank you to Stuart Britton for sending these to me. Very kind and generous subscriber, which you should all strive to be. I don't know what you're all waiting on, but Stuart stepped up to the plate, and I'm waiting for some of my other subscribers to step up to the plate now. And hopefully they will. Hopefully. But that is going to be the Drive to the Rhine 2nd Front 3rd expansion for Panzer, and of course the original core game Panzer. Let's put these in there, that's fine. So thanks to Stuart Britton for sending this to me. Again, you guys can go onto Google, do a search, and he's done some translating on a lot of World War II books out there. You just actually type his name in there, StuartBritton, and you can see he is pretty knowledgeable when it comes to World War II East Front action. And if you're looking for a recommendation from him, let me know and I can let you know. I know that he highly recommends a few of the ones that are here. Confronting Case Blue. And I won't even say the author's name because I'll probably butcher it. So Igor Zavaskov. Probably butchered it. I apologize. Let's see here. Forgotten Battles of the Kursk Salient, 7th Guard Army stand against the Army Detachment Kampf. And yeah. So if you do, and you're into World War II and you want to support Stuart and all his efforts, be sure to buy a couple books and let me know so I can let him know. And we do appreciate that. And I actually, if you're just joining us, I do actually own this one. Demolishing the Myth. I bought this a while back. And unfortunately, I think it was under a different account name. Because I tried to pull it up in my, before I moved to Florida, I switched emails because we weren't going to use our email address from Ohio anymore. And I'm wondering if I have to get on that other account and transfer it over or something, because I don't think it's in my current account. Anyways, thanks to Stuart. Appreciate it. Good friend of the channel. Great guy all the way around. If you want to donate to the cause, feel free to email me at idgesterlive@gmail.com. The other thing is, guys, we got our Discord channel up and running here. We got our Discord channel up and running. You can see we publish our videos. We also information. We're doing a playthrough of GMT's The Hunters, U-Boats at War, and the U-boat we're playing, U-29. There's actually some information about that submarine, and so I linked it in there. And then, of course, we have some different art, World War II art. And so, you know, if you want to join in my Discord, give me an email. Send me an email, idgesterlive@gmail.com. I'll send you a link. And you can get on and we can talk. And you can always be up to date on what we're doing. And, you know, be sure that you don't miss anything. So, if you're interested, come on over to our Discord channel. Of course, again, we are keeping our channel strictly 100% just wargaming and stuff like that. So it's not really to be messed around with or posting other messages or anything like that. So we're going to keep it strictly that. I know there's a couple good friends of mine that have actually got rid of their Discord channel because they've had users abusing it. So we're not going to do that on my channel, just to give you a heads up. But it's a good resource, hopefully, for you guys to come and check out and enjoy. Alrighty, so that's it. Thanks, Stuart. I love my little gifts. I appreciate them very much. So, looking forward to reading through that 60-page manual and all the extras. But it looks like it's something that we can possibly do sometime. And once we get expansion number 4, it'll just add to it. Expansion number 1 and expansion number 2 are on GMT's P500 reprint list. They're on the P500 reprint list, but they haven't made the 500 subscribers they need to get reprinted. So eventually, expansion 1 and expansion 2 will get reprinted. We'll have those as well, so we'll have the whole kit and caboodle, which will be good. Alrighty, guys, that's it. Don't forget Discord. If you're wanting to get on, talk, chat, see what we're doing on our YouTube channel or anything like that. And otherwise, don't forget to go to Amazon and check out Stuart's stuff as well. Thanks, Mad Dog, and Bleacher Bums Gaming, and D Smith, and Steeler Fan, everybody else that came out. I can't thank Stuart enough for sending these to me. It was such a kind, generous gift, and the fact that they were just sitting on my shelf in the shrink wrap, like in pristine condition. I just didn't want to ruin them. And now, look at what you guys made me do. I had to open them, and now they're not new in shrink anymore. So I hope you guys are happy. Alrighty. We'll see you all next time. Take care.